Bellew's of the week from his own mouth. He just said he's the best boxer since Floyd Mayweather. He said
He's going to get sued off Frank Warren for that comment, like fish eyes.
Right, we're live, boys.
We're live.
I think we're live, yeah. Right, should we talk about Ricky Burns for half an hour first?
I think it's the main topic of discussion. You know, Ricky Burns becoming a legend. Fuck me, man.
Humble pie, man. I've got to eat humble pie. You know what? I picked Tony on the prediction league, but I really wanted him to get knocked out, and I'm going to have to just give him credit because...
Well, you're the only one who picked it right, then.
So, yeah. No, Brian. I think Brian picked it, Dave, as well.
No, I think he had Macaboo.
Oh, did he? Oh, right, okay, fair enough. Well, you know, I always had faith in Tony. I just knew he was going to do it. You know, just something said to me, Tony's going to do it tonight. What do we think, boys? Pile in, Andy, man. What's going on here?
I'm flabbergasted. You know, fair play to him. I did say a couple of weeks back, you know, if he did it, I would give him the biggest props. You got to give him the biggest props, man. Look at the way he just iced a man like never before. You know, fucking Jesus. Well, I'm going to bow down to Tony Bellew. Fair play, big man. Honest to Christ, that is horrific. You got up off your arse. You know, you're doing well at the start of the opening round. You get dropped. I thought you were a wee bit kind of groggy at the time, actually. Calmed down the second round. Absolutely, you know, it wasn't really much in the second round, and then Jesus Christ, it looked like you know, Macabee was just trying to kind of get him to the ropes, maybe just countering like he did in the first round. But it was more like I'm watching it. I'm saying to myself, I think he maybe took a left hand behind the head, maybe just a scuffing shot, but you know, he just turned into that left hook at the same time. He was punching back, but fair play, what a fucking shot! Honestly, man, that's an arsehole winder, and you know, fair play, you know, Macaboo. Hope he's okay. It was an evil knockout, and Tony, hopefully he didn't get sued off Frank Warren for that comment, mate.
I didn't hear what he said. What did he actually say? Oh well, I mean, in context, like, what was it regarding?
He says something along the lines of, "Oh, salmon eyes, have a look at it. I've just become world champion."
I don't know, I just got it badly wrong, lads. As I said, I mean, Tony to me looked fat. Honestly, he looked slow. I never trusted in his power. I just didn't believe it at all. Macaboo just got exposed, Dave. Just exposed.
Dave.
Well, you could say that. I'm so happy for Tony because I do like the guy. But I'm gutted for Macaboo. The guy is really good, and I still believe that. I mean, I'm shocked because I thought Macaboo was the best cruiserweight there was because he beat Mchunu in emphatic fashion, and I thought Mchunu was a beast. But I mean, it's styles make fights too. I mean, Tony looked huge in there. He was massive, and it was his size and reach definitely played a factor in the fight. I mean, Macaboo had him dropped, had him hurt, but I mean, all credit to Tony. He survived it, came back, and obliterated him. He finally put everything on the line there, and it was the opposite. It was the opposite of what he did against Stevenson. I want to see a rematch with him and Stevenson so he can obliterate the cunt.
At what weight though? Because he's not coming back down to light heavy.
Make Stevenson come up. He's the champion now. He's the best cruiserweight. Didn't you hear it?
I heard he's the best cruiserweight
in the world.
Well, put it this way: he's put himself what? Could be. I don't know. What is it unfair to say he's top 5, top 6 now?
Has to be.
Got to be. Lebedev.
At least top 5. I'd say top 3.
Fair enough.
Tony's getting nominated for Bellew of the Week here a lot for his comments in the interview.
Well, this is the main thing now, is because obviously Bellew of the Week now gets brought into question, put under scrutiny, under the microscope. What do we do? Do we recall it the Tony Award or something like that? You know.
Macaboo of the Week.
Macaboo of the Week.
I mean, you can't take it away from Tony that he's talked a lot of shit in the past, and he's admitted it himself. It's just a great win for him.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to remember everything he said there. He was just going absolutely mental. Everton was the first chant. Fish eyes. Who was the bitch from Bermondsey? Is he talking about David Hayes? You got beef with him?
Must be. Hey, who else would it be? Yeah, somebody tweeted me, Andy, saying just about balanced by calling David Hay the bitch from Bermondsey. Yeah.
Right, I've got a question for all you. What about the Sky Sports poll? Bellew, clear fucking winner. Twitter poll that I did, it was clear fucking casual central the night. You know, everybody almost just picked about Macabu to try and get the.
And now we're the casuals for a change.
We're the casuals. We dropped the bollocks, man.
Right, there we go. I had it for 30 minutes only. 75% picked Macabu, 25% Bellew. Oh god, no! But fair play though, fair play, man. It's absolutely brilliant. You know, I want to have a board meeting though about the award. You know, does it stay the Bellew the week after his performance after the fight, or do we rename it the Tony Award, considering that he's won the title? You know, so we should rename it again in his honour.
I don't know, but he's done well. He really has, and there's some big fights for him out there at Cruiserweight now. You know, people are throwing the names around. We've got Usyk. We've got. Well, I mean, Usyk is still unproven really at the moment. I mean, this goes to show tonight. We just don't know what to expect of people really. You know, we can decide and before the fights about what's going to happen, and we just, you just don't know at the end of the day how good the likes of Usyk are. I mean, that might be a bit of a rough comment, and people will probably give me shit for that. But we need to see these guys in the ring doing the business, and Tony could be out there fighting Lebedev, or I mean, Huck, is he still going? Drozd, what's happening to him? Where do we see Tony going next, really? I know it's a bit early to say, he's just won the title. Is it going to be a Darren Barker situation where this is the ultimate pinnacle and it's going to be downhill from here? We'll have to see how Tony handles this.
Well, I was just going to say, mate, next up for him, well, I don't know if that was a vacant title, so that would, I don't know how long he'll get until he gets a mandatory, but Bredis, the Latvian, would probably be next up.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I mean, come on, you need to think about it. That's the last 3-4 weeks Cruiserweight division's been producing shit. I mean, that's Duradolo against Bredis, Macabu against Bellew, Kalenga against Dorqua, Usyk against Golatsky's been ordered by WBO. It's fucking happening times, Cruiserweight. Like, it's been absolutely amazing the last 3 weeks. It's probably kept me real interested in the sport recently. Vidalchik getting back into action there last night. He beat a guy in the 4th round, so it's picking up. But who does Bellew fight next? Just looking through WBC rankings, man, it's top names. Most of them. I mean, Mackenzie's ranked 7th. I can't see that. Kutschka, I think he's fighting. Who's he fighting shortly?
I can absolutely see.
He's fighting Mackenzie's, Kudryashov, the Russian Hammer.
Hey, he beat his ass. Tony would beat his ass.
Yeah, I'm not impressed by him. The Cruiserweight division's good. I'm not even saying that on the basis of tonight, but this just added to it, really. We all know that the heavyweights are slow plodders, and the Cruiserweights are adding that bit of power, that bit of activity. They're not afraid to throw punches, this set of Cruiserweights, which is what people want to see. There's no jab and grab. These guys are here to fight, and it's a real buzzing division at the moment. It has been for a while now, and there's guys coming through as well, like you say, this Bredis, whatever you call him. I didn't see the fight with Duradola, but apparently he's right and handy. He could be next for Bellew. There's some good fights to be made.
Tremendous fights, mate. I mean, just trying to think. I really don't know if the Lebedev fight would ever get made. I mean, I don't think Tony would go to Russia. I suppose if the money was right, I suppose. But it's great. I mean, just thinking about the knockout, man. The reason why you watch the sport, you just say to yourself, nights like this, you say, fucking boxing, man. Sometimes you just think you've got it right. You think you're this fucking expert. You're going to say, Macabu is going to fucking do the business, and then boom. I can't believe it. I'm speechless. I really don't know what else to say about it.
It was a proper finish, though, Dave. I mean, he hurt him. There's no doubt about it. He was absolutely out. He had the old arm hang and everything going down.
Several times, I think. Several times, like leading up to the stoppage, hurt him to the body, hurt him to the head a couple times. His power is not a fluke at Cruiserweight. It's weird because I got both the other fights right, both the other Mosley in the prediction league. That is Mosley losing to Avanesian or whatever, and Ricky Burns winning. But this one I got wrong, and this is the one I was most sure about. It's just crazy.
If anybody wants to come on, then hurry up because we ain't staying on here all night. I'm going to put the chat box on in the YouTube comments and everything to see if anybody wants a link. If you do, just shout out and we'll try and get you on. But like I say, we ain't lasting all night. So I suppose is there anything on the undercard you want to talk about, Andy, or was it just a crock of shit? I didn't watch any of it, to be honest.
Well, one thing I could probably see, that guy, was it Reynoso that Callum Smith fought? I heard them saying that the guy could maybe make light middleweight. I can probably see a guy getting recycled by a Hearn as well. He was a tough bastard, so maybe get brought back for Brian Rosie's comeback into the sport. Maybe. No seriousness. No, the guy was getting hammered, but he was fighting back, trying to kind of stay in the fight. when they were saying that he should deserve to kind of last the distance or whatever, but he was just getting beat on sometimes, and they was showing some holes with his defence at times, but yeah, a lot of people were calling it a joke fight. I suppose it kind of was actually when you kind of look at the kind of size advantage that he had. It was kind of more like a tick-over fight, really, but nothing great. Didn't see Paul fight Stephen Smith, knocked out as well. I didn't kind of that guy was actually coming down in weight to 130, so don't know if that had anything to do with it. It was a good body shot he kind of stopped him with. And what else was on that card? Masher Dodd, I didn't really kind of pay attention to that fight against some Italian dude, but I think he beat 1 points. Big pricey. Big right hand. I think it was either right uppercut or kind of right uppercut come kind of right cross or whatever it was. He's put a bit of weight on actually. He was saying he's no longer sitting at 17 stone. He's up at 19 stone now, so obviously trying to kind of fill up a bit, see if it maybe holds it better, maybe hold a shot better or whatever. So we'll wait and see how he develops.
We've got a caller come on here, Andy. Sabina, yeah, is that right, Sabina?
It's Doc Asif.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello, Sabina, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
It's the Doc. Speak to us, Doc. Speak to us.
I thought I was blackballed, but obviously I'm not. Anyway, can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I watched the fight. I have to give a lot of credit to Tony Bellew. I mean, he got knocked down, and I think after that, a lot of people thought that's it. You know, he's going to go out the next couple of rounds, but he did well, and we have to give him a lot of credit for that. I know he gets a lot of stick. Mainly because of what comes out of his mouth, as we saw after the fight. But you have to give the guy credit now, and you know he can go enjoy the belt and enjoy his next few weeks off. Where does he go next? Obviously, the Cruiserweight division. It's a very exciting division, but unfortunately, it's one that often goes under the radar. There's a lot of big fights out there for him. Obviously, the David A fight is not going to happen. David A is not going to come down now to Cruiserweight. I know his WBC that Maris Bredis won. He may become the mandatory at some point, and I think that's a fight for Bellew. I don't think, Manu, I was wrong today. No, actually, no, I don't think I was wrong. I think I said it was 50-50, but Tony Bellew proved a lot of people wrong today, and potentially he could prove a lot of people wrong in the future as well. Yes, on paper, the Medvedev is a tough fight. I know Glowacki and Usyk are going to fight next. The winner of that is a tough fight, and his WBC mandatory will be a tough fight. So there's not that many good voluntary. There's not that many high money voluntary fights out there. I mean, how old is he? Is he 33 now? 32, 33?
I don't know.
33, so, I think.
Yeah. So like I said, he's probably not.
I heard he's actually. There's talk about a second film with Creed. I read something about that the other day there.
Well, Creed or something about yeah, I know they're gonna make a Creed 2, but I don't know, man. They'll probably give it to somebody else now. It's a rolling Creed, but I'm not too worried about that now. Anyway, Paul, are we okay now? Yeah, are we? Is everything in the past now? Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, Asif, you see the likes of Macabu, right, and fighters of that ilk. Do the hardcore fraternity sometimes overrate these guys?
I think yes. I think with this fight, I think a lot of people chose Macabu because of the dislike for Tony Bellew, and the Bellew of the week didn't help as well for hardcore fans. And I think Macabu, yes, he's got a good knockout ratio. His best wins Umkunu and possibly Glenn Johnson, albeit a 45 of Glenn Johnson. So I think a lot of people did want Tony Bellew to lose, and I think that got in the way of being completely objective.
Right, Asif, anything else before we move on here?
Yeah, David Price, next time he steps up, he's going to get sparked out again.
Who'd you see him fighting?
I'm not going to bother watching David Price against these flipping these pub bouncers. Let me know when he steps up, and then obviously he'll get sparked out, and then it'll be the same thing over again. Obviously, he's going to try and chase the Anthony Joshua fight, and that's the only thing he's got his eyes on. But the moment he gets his chin checked, it's going to be, one stiff plumber on the floor.
Right, Asif, thanks very much. Call in again, don't be a stranger.
Right, nobody, yeah.
See ya. An injection of boxing knowledge from the doc there. Anybody else want to come on?
Wait on Speedo, he's trying to get his fucking iPad sorted out. Dick, hurry up.
Is he on 56k or something?
Only doing an hour.
What do we think about the commentary and all that shit tonight, or was there no point in even talking about that?
I wasn't really paying attention to it, mate. I was getting my transfixed in the fight. It was, that's what I'm saying. The Cruiserweight recently, I've just been really kind of sitting, really, fucking yes. I think Carol Frotch basically said a comment there on Sky. He says it's no the best division in the world. It's the most fucking dangerous one. It fucking is. Like, there's some evil fighters and punchers out there, and Tony Bellew's just iced the man, so he's now top of the list.
Jim Watt clearly hadn't watched Makabu before, has he? Is that a dereliction of duty, or do you not really give a shit, to be honest, seeing as he's the analyst?
Well, Holland mentioned the Michino fight, so I'm assuming he's actually watched it, aye. I'm assuming he actually watched the fight. Hopefully, anyway. Because it was one of the fights he'd been hunting about for over a year. I mentioned it last week that I wanted to see the fight because I did think the way Tony would approach the fight would be something similar to how Michino would do it with fight off the back foot, which he did do it in the second round. He kind of nullified Michino's attack because he was awfully lengthy as well. Bellew had a lot of size on him, especially the levers as well. So, aye, fuck, I've got to say it again. Fair play, Tone. Fair fucking play, mate.
Dave, we're a boxing show. We've talked a bit about Bellew here, but I mean, there was other action last night while we were waiting for people to come on. Feel free to jump in about Sugar Shane or a bit of Ricky Burns or whatever you want to keep the chat flowing. What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, okay. I didn't see Ricky Burns. I heard the guy he was in with, despite having like an attractive record by the numbers, was pretty awful.
He was shit, man.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
He got the stoppage, though. He got the win. I mean, it's not like it's a paper bell, like we all know, but I mean, good for him. I do wish for the best for Ricky because every time he wins, it makes Sweet Tea Terrence Crawford look better.
Yeah, I've got no beef. I've got no beef with Ricky, to be honest with you. All my comments, I was a bit negative last night. My beef wasn't with Ricky at all. He seems like a nice kid. He's obviously got debts to pay, what have you. No, malice aimed at him. It's just the whole situation. We can't sort of have double standards on this. We shit on the WBA. We shit on these type of things. So we have to just try and be as balanced as we can. And it was a bit of a farce. DeRocco wasn't a world level guy. Can't really blame anybody. Can't even really blame Eddie if they're manipulating the organisations. If Gilberto Mendoza's willing to put these guys forward and sanction these things, you can't even blame the likes of Matchroom for putting them on. If they're going to sell tickets and put it on as a world title fight, that's the business they're in. They're not going to say, oh, this is a shit fight, we're not going to put it on out of ethical reasons. They're going to jump at it. The WBA have to be held accountable for this.
Yeah, Panamanians.
Yeah.
And anyway, Shane Mosley looked bad. He's got to hang it up, really. The commentary was horrific.
It was, man.
I don't know who it was aside from Kevin Kelly who had the fight. He actually scored the fight to Mosley by a point. Impossible. But the two of the judges had like 117, 111. That was about right. Mosley could have won maybe 4 rounds maximum. It was pretty sad, though, to see like a legend who would have easily dealt with this guy in his prime he was timed. He was outsped. His punches were all over the place. He actually had a point deducted for low blows because, every time he went to the body, it would hit him in the balls. He was really inaccurate. He was all over. His son fought on the undercard right before him. Didn't look particularly great himself. Of course, his son already has a loss on his record. And last night, he got the unanimous decision win, but he's a sloppy package. Certainly no Sugar Shane, the original. The way Mosley reacted afterwards indicated to me that hopefully he is thinking about throwing in the towel. Finally, he said, "These young guys, I can't beat these young guys. He's going to fight the winner of Thurman Porter." And I mean, can you imagine Mosley in that fight? It would have been terrible. Thankfully, we don't have to see it now.
How did Shane end up with this chance in the first place? I know there's the stories that he was over in South America meeting with the WBA, and then he came out of a darkened room, and all of a sudden he had this shot at Avanesian, and then the Porter Thurman winner was in the midst. I mean, is there some kind of dodgy dealings here, heaven forbid, from the WBA again?
Well, of course, it's the WBA, and I mean, mostly has a name. I mean, we've seen guys feast off of it for long enough now. Canelo Alvarez, even Pacquiao. Like the only reason Pacquiao fought him was because he was a name that was coming off a terrible fight with Sergio Mora. I mean,
Duran schooled him.
yeah, Duran was in the corner. He could have tagged Duran in and had a better chance last night.
Again, I never seen the fight, but Mosley, man, I mean, if he's getting stopped off, like, shot Anthony Mundine, as you say, Dave, it's time for him to give it up. I mean, I don't know if this Abanishian's any good. I don't know if it's even worth watching, if he's even worth watching, but Mosley's shot, and it is time. I mean, I don't know if he started to slur his words, but it's just sound awful for him sometimes, so it's time for him to go, but I just don't know if the money's, Jin's still got to be bleeding him dry, surely.
That bitch needs to be put to sleep. She's so greedy. I mean, like he's the one in there taking batterings which have long-term consequences and she's like so petty and angry at him that she feels the need to take his belts from him. Like, fuck off, bitch. Hope she gets slept.
The views of Dave Lowback are not representative of the views of the Asylum. Andy, anything else? But did you say about Burns? No, pretty much the same as us.
No, it's about Ricky, mate. I'm fucking chuffed to bits for him. I know there's a debate to be had about the legitimacy of the title and stuff, but I'm not going to bother about that tonight. I'm not going to get called a hypocrite. I won't debate it with anybody. But I'm really happy for Ricky. Well done, son. Really glad that all that fucking hard work's paid off again for him. It did look like, well, he is past his prime, but it was looking after his latter career, that was it for him. Hopefully a couple of big money fights for him now, and then he can get out. But what I will say is this: he sold more tickets last night than what Anthony Crawler did. So I hope he got the same amount of money as what Crawler did for his fight. And if he didn't, he should be getting it for his next fight. No excuses this time. Eddie says he wanted to give Crawler a big payday. Well, I want you to give Burns a fucking big payday. You're fucking due, mate. You go up in the title fight, fair play to you. I don't know how you managed to work it though. I mean, number one contender that guy was, even though he was pretty shit. But Ricky, I think he'd won 3 his last 7 fights or something. Somehow he gets ranked at 140, picks up the title, fair play, so it puts him in the shot one day. It gets him hopefully a big payday, as I say, and he can hopefully get out. Really chuffed for him. So I say, anytime you see him working in the gym and stuff and that, you see him fucking pushing himself, it always gives you that wee extra bit of push yourself, so well done, Ricky, son, I'm fucking fair pleased for you.
Smeardo, are you with us?
Yo.
Are you basking in the glory of Tony tonight?
No, I'm a bit depressed, to be honest, because he's still a prick. But like, I've got, I'm not one of them who's just going to hate for the sake of it. And fair play to him. That was a good performance tonight. I'm going to admit it. I did really, really, really want him to get sparked, and I did. I was smiling when he got put down in the first. But I thought in the first round that, although he went back to the corner and Caldwell was telling him to calm down, I thought that was a really good first round for Tony because he looked like he was loading up a little bit, and that could have been mistaken for getting caught up in the occasion. But I think that he got to Makubu quite early, and hence why he did go for it a little bit in the first. Obviously, he got caught and put on his backside, but it wasn't a bad, and he almost back roly-polied out of it kind of thing. I think it was more off balance. Obviously, yeah, he did get caught flush. But it was a good finish, and when he knew he had him, he went for it. And obviously, there's certainly easier fights at Cruiserweight out there, but he did say that he was going to beat Cleverly and get a world title, and that's what they've delivered. And yeah, fair play to him really. But as soon as he opens his mouth, I just the hate just rebuilds for him. He's a fucking idiot. He honestly is an idiot. But he's done well, so I can't criticise him. There's going to be no ducking. There is no ducking in that division, especially with them WBC rankings. I think someone tweeted it out earlier. He's Breedis and Usyk and Hook was it in there. So yeah, he's good. There's going to be some good fights. He's called out Lebedev to come over to our country. I don't know what's worse, getting your drink spiked in Russia or the judges in Britain. I don't know what's worse. and then he's pulled out. He's had to go at Hay. He's had to go at Warren. So he's had a good night, really, Bellew. The
A
undercard.
good, possible like a lawsuit to come, mate.
Oh yeah, probably fish eyes. I think he'll get away with that.
Yeah, I think he will. He'll say it was ambiguous. Adam, do you think that we have to give Tony a fair crack of the whip against any of the champions now, or are we just going to start building up the next Makabu, as in, oh, he's going to get knocked out by him, he's going to get knocked out by him, sort of trying to build ourselves up? I am guilty of this as anybody, by the way.
No, I think that they will treat him as a genuine, one of the top boys in a very stacked division. And you guys, you guys are more expert in opinionating on the cruiserweights than me, but it's definitely a stacked division. They ain't gonna have nowhere to hide, and I think you've got to class him as one of the leading players. He has just, as to use one of his words, he has just iced someone who going into it. Even though some of us picked Bellew, not many, but it was a close fight. But no one was saying that Makubu was crap. Makubu was, they've dug him up from Latvia somewhere. Everyone said that he was decent. He obviously proved that he was quite decent in the first round, and Bellew's done him. So, I think he's well within his rights to say he's one of the top kiddies in that division.
On our Boxing Asylum forum, the site is still down. Thank you, Tommy. We have a member there who's a former amateur heavyweight boxer, and I guess Bellew used to box amateur heavyweight.
Yeah.
Because this guy fought Chisora as an amateur, lost to him by only 1 point. Also fought Bellew as an amateur and got sparked by him. So he's always had a ton of respect for Bellew's power, and he's always been talking it up. And it was thanks to you guys and all you British haters of Tony that I'm not going to blame you totally, that I kind of got on the bandwagon of, well, he doesn't really have everything he says he has. But, I mean, apparently he does.
The left hook's always been his money punch. I know the right hand can be pretty hard, but I think it's always been the left hook. There was times like the other night I seen him, I think it might be the second round, he went to the ropes, and just the way he'd opened up his body, I'm saying he's going to counter with that left hand, and he fucking did. The left hook, he was opening himself up for it.
Sorry, just asking about here.
What's that background?
Yeah, what is that?
This is the screen share. I'm going to try something out here. Sure, we're all asking about anyway. See if we can get this going.
Dregson.
Can you just hear that, yeah?
No, not really, mate. It's quite low.
It's very faint, yeah.
I'm trying to see if we can see people asking for the Bellew of the Week theme tune.
Aye.
Trying to see if we can get it through the screen share, because there's nowhere else to do it.
Right. We need 2 audio jacks for that, though.
After all that time, we could probably do it ourselves.
Oh, our listeners should be able to do it for us.
Yeah, we've heard it enough times, guys.
If anybody knows what they're doing, get in touch. Right, I'll turn this shit off then.
How good was the undercard, fellas? Because I didn't watch it.
It was tremendous, mate. You missed a quality night of action. There wasn't even on pay-per-view for a change.
Paul Smith in a keep fat fight. I enjoyed, that's kind of what we want. I think Box Bets that got it going. He's done good, to be fair, because Paul Smith has fought twice in the last month or whatever it is, and people have been tweeting good luck messages after the fight's already finished at like 6 o'clock. So, but yeah, I didn't watch a single second of the undercard. I'm proud to say.
Right, is anybody else coming on this thing or what? Jason, where's Jason Chucker? He wants to come on.
Oh, he's got to install something. Where the fuck's Paul to come on here to fucking talk about his wee Thai pal got iced in 4 rounds?
Jason Gavin.
And Rungrong got destroyed off that.
Yeah.
He got stopped in 4 rounds on Wednesday. Got hit with a left hook to the bottom rib. He just fucking collapsed.
I heard that did he get dropped before that? Because I saw the replay and it didn't look like he looked like he was already like in serious.
He was
trouble.
dropped. I think he was dropped, mate.
Okay. Yeah, because he looked like he was in big trouble before that punch landed. Well, I'm kind of glad he's gone, by the way, because he's putrid viewing. Ruin Wrong is.
Adam, what about Ricky Barnes last night?
Ricky Barnes.
Look, I mean that opponent was.
You got some hate last night, mate. Did you know?
that opponent was shite, to be honest, and I ended up getting in an argument with Brian in regards to Liam Smith can fight for a vacant belt and get shit on, but Ricky Burns can fight for a vacant belt against some idiot and he's a hero. I mean, I got into that argument. It's probably not one I'm ever going to win, but I quite enjoyed it. But you know, when Brian speaks, he's got the guys who follow his opinion. So unless you agree with him, you might as well just quit Twitter. But no, Burns was all right, wasn't he? But you know, I think it was always going to go that way. He was a heavy favourite to win that fight, whereas Bellew was actually marginally the outsider. Is this the moment now where they forget Terry Flanagan, do they just do Burns and Crawler? It makes sense, but you know, they'll find a way around.
I'll put it this way, how often does Eddie Hearn match his fighters?
Not very.
Exactly, so...
But he wants
Really?
to avoid Flanagan, though, so I mean, if it kind of makes sense.
Box Nation, mate, though, isn't it? So it's going to be hard. It's a convenient excuse for Eddie Hearn not to make the fight, eh?
But
Do you know what they were going to put on, Andy? If Willie Limond had won last night.
Oh, aye.
There you go, Willie Limond. The press releases were coming out beforehand. You see, me and Ricky would be a great fight for Scotland if Ricky had beaten Nurse. That was going to be the fight, I think.
Just own Willie, actually. Just own Willie, sorry, Dave. What a hard bastard, man. He was never going to quit in that fucking fight, and Vic caught it right again. I mean, I know he's had a couple of, he had a tough fight, I suppose, to kind of call with Blackwell and Eubank, but he got it right last night, I think. You know, just when you seen Willie taking those so many body shots and he backed off, was it that 9th round or whatever it was? It was a heavy shot, and Willie had nothing left, but he was never going to fucking fold, man. Never. So I think the right call was made there, and hopefully he retires now. He's no disgrace, you know, great little operator. So hopefully he kind of bows out now.
Lachlan just stopped Makabu as well. Victor Lachlan.
Well, he didn't really have to fucking stop the fight because
Had to pick him up.
the guy was sleeping standing up.
Do you think it was a premature stoppage, Dave?
Well, Smoker would have said, hit him again.
Smoker would have pulled him off the canvas and tried to prop him up against the ropes.
And then they just fucking folded back, eh? Jesus Christ.
Is this
Jason, you with us?
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. What do you reckon? Are you a Tony lover or a hater?
I'm still stunned.
Just like me then. Jesus Christ, fucking boxing, man. This was all about.
I was happy when Makabu knocked him down in the first.
So was I, man. God.
I thought it was over.
Wait, like me, you're a guy who likes his African fighters, right?
Yeah. We've just been taking so many L's this couple of weeks. I mean, Takam last week, Kalenga, Duradola, I don't know.
Chalemba's going to get fucking massacred in a couple of weeks' time.
No, I'm a big fan of Africans as well. It's so hard for them to get their due, and they're a very underappreciated sect of boxing, I think.
What about Makabu, Jason, beforehand? Did you think that he was the goods, or what were you thinking before the fight, truthfully?
I thought he was gonna smash Bellew, to be honest. I knew Bellew had a decent jab, but if you bet on Bellew to win by KO, you could have walked on holiday, you know.
I know it was rough. Like, what about Tony next then? Where do you think he's going to go from here? Do you think it's going to be the pinnacle, or are we yet to see the best of Tone?
I think he's got to fight Bradis next. He was in the dressing room after the fight.
And what about Lebedev? Do you think he'd come over, or will Tony have to travel?
Lebedev won't come over.
No, he's not leaving Russia.
Jason, did you say that Bradis was in the changing room, yeah?
Yeah, I saw it on Sky Sports, after, yeah.
That's who he was
shaking
talking.
Bellew's hand.
Interesting. Hopefully get that fight made next.
That'll be one Latvian that won't roll over.
Very true.
Who else has come on? Who's that? Is that Donny? Donny!
Yeah!
Speak to us!
There's only one Tony Bellew.
Shut up, man.
Oh, this was fucking great, man, wasn't it? Oh man. Oh man, that was amazing, man. I loved it.
Fucking boxing, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You know, I mean, I gotta tell you, I mean, everybody here, NBP and us, all picked Makabu KO, and the one guy that said otherwise was Steve Wellings, and he said it'll be Bellew by decision.
The award-winning Steve Wellings.
Never in a million years did I ever think that Bellew would get the KO. And I actually asked myself earlier today, and you guys can verify this, I said, you know, earlier I was in the group chat.
I was the same, Donnie. I was the same. I know what you were going to say.
I said, you know, has his chin ever really been tested by somebody who was even semi at world level? I know he got knocked out of his professional debut, but you know, other than that, I didn't, you know, view that as instructive because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that didn't Donaire get knocked out in his professional debut? So I mean, he went on.
No, he lost a decision.
Oh, he lost the decision. Well,
means nothing though, doesn't it? Really, that early, yeah.
People losing in their professional debut, you can't put any stock in that, especially in Africa where they don't do too much amateur stuff. So I mean, you know, I was asking myself. I said, did he really ever get tested? Did his chin ever get tested? And boy, you know, Bellew, once he got him hurt too, he really showed something we didn't know he had, which was great finishing stuff. I mean, he stayed on him, and he went all the way until he got that KO. I mean, that was a great performance. I know we give this guy a lot of shit, but you know, you have to give this guy his due. Man, that was a great night for British boxing. It's a great night for boxing. It shakes up the cruiserweight division. I loved it. Hats off to Tony. All respect to you.
Yeah, I'll tell you one person who did call it, Graham Houston from Boxing Monthly. He said something about the he had a wobble against Machubu or whatever you call him in his last fight.
Yeah, he did.
I've just sent you the tweet actually in the chat. Yeah,
you just mixed them together, I think there, Adam. Yeah, no, I picked Bellew by points, but it was a contingency. I wanted him to get sparked out, to be honest with you. You know, I had no confidence in Tony winning the fight. I'm going to admit that. Like, Jason, is there anything else you want to add before we let you go?
Why is Stephen Smith getting a title shot?
Ugh.
Is he getting another one?
Well,
yeah.
He's potentially Vargas or Salido. Jesus Christ! I mean, did they not avoid Vargas the first time?
That'd be a good fight. That
Vargas, Takahashi Miura, was it not?
Adam, what were the odds on the Bellew KO?
Approximately 4-1.
Oh, that's it. It should have been more because I mean, it might have been 4-1, but in my mind, it was about 1 billion to 1 that he ever could have won.
That was like 11-2.
I mean, the only reason why I think they were so low is because we always assume, you know, that sometimes the UK referees will always be a little bit favorable to Eddie's fighter. I think that if this was in a neutral location, I think the real odds on that would have been about 20-1 at least. This was great. I enjoyed it thoroughly.
The British Boxing Board. Sorry, Jason. The British Boxing Board of Control have given Victor Loughlin quite a few high-profile fights on TV.
Yeah, they have.
Recently. Do you think it's like they've backed their man effectively after the whole controversy with the Eubank?
Yeah, I think if he was to have sat on the sidelines milling over it, it might have ruined him, and I think they've done the right thing, really. It could have backfired, but I think they have done the right thing, and credit to them, really, for that. Jason,
did you want to give credit to the Smith brothers? We're all big fans of them as well on here.
No, I think they're terrible, man.
Jason, is there anyone out of Africa we should keep our eye on? Like that looks good.
That heavyweight that fights in Australia, I can't remember his name. He fights on Chris Parker's undercard. Yeah. Can't really remember his name.
There was a guy on Mchunu's other undercard the other day that kind of stole the show with a good knockout. He's still very untested, but I don't know.
Right, Jason, thanks for calling in, man. Call in again, okay?
Yeah.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
pal.
Yeah.
Jason.
Oh,
right, lads. What else have we got to say? Adam, you're sounding really depressed, man. I'm starting to get a bit worried about you. You're not going to be one of those people who commit suicide on a hangout or anything, are you?
No, I'm just thinking of, you know, I've been taking a step back from boxing the last few.
We've noticed.
Months. I don't watch any undercards. It took me a week to watch that Kalenga fight. I did watch it on Friday. That was decent. I'm just past caring, to be honest. So, but I mean, you know, a lot of the listeners will be quite happy with that. But I'm still going to come on, cause a bit of aggro, say some casual comments, and get a load of hate.
Wait, Adam, why are you so upset, dog?
Because, well, I'll be honest with you, Donny, and Andy will enjoy this.
Wait, did you bet on Makubu? Is that what?
No, I've not had a bet for weeks.
I'm going to enjoy this. This must be good.
Look, boxing is the theater of the unexpected, and like it says, this is truly unexpected. This is why we like fights that, you know, like this. This is a great night for boxing. How could you be disenfranchised?
Well, let him tell us. Let him tell us.
Donny, it's not just.
Donny, shut up.
Right.
Poor Donny.
Donny, it all started in November last year when I lost 250 quid on one night. Right. Right. No,
Major
I'll be
L's.
honest. I'll be honest. I've never recovered. You all heard my rant the other week. You all heard my rant the other week, and I mean it. Like, what is the point in tuning into undercards like tonight? I mean, come on, like. And then I wanted Bellew to get sparked because I think he's a prick, but he didn't get sparked. He did really well, and I've now got to sit here giving him credit, and I don't want to. But so I'm just gradually falling out with the game. I'm quitting boxing, but it's been a good journey.
See, what we need is another 2013 where the pricks take their losses, like Broner took the loss.
Is that your final contribution of the evening, Adam? Before we wrap it up, then, or you got anything else?
No, I think I'm done, to be honest. Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. Donny, anything else from the weekend? Any other comments you want to make? We're doing okay at the moment for time, but anything else you want to add?
I'm just wondering what's next in the cruiserweight division. Where's the division stand right now?
You tell us.
Usyk.
No, Lebedev's a man, right? We've got that Murat Gazaev coming in. I think he had a big knockout 2 or 3 weeks ago.
We have Usyk versus Glowacki.
Oh, well, it's going to purse bids. So I would have.
All right.
There's Glowacki, no way Heyman. So that fight may end up in America.
Is that WBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, he ducked Simmons, didn't he?
And for I think Usyk is certainly the best of the non-titleists, especially if you look at his amateur pedigree. That guy is very good. Gold medalist, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's going to be a great fight. Cunningham still in the mix. You got Lebedev. I mean, who else are the other good fighters? That's a hot division.
Boy Jones.
Huck had a really good comeback destruction of Afolabi.
Yeah, who's since retired. But what I was going to ask, what were the guys that have lost recently? I mean, Duradola got beat, Kalenga, Makabu, and who was the other one? Anyway,
Boy Jones.
Ramirez.
Just those 4 then. What do you think about these guys? Are these guys going to be coming back into the division again at some point? Maybe these guys should maybe fight off to get back in about the mix.
Yeah,
Ramirez,
I think Kalenga's got something to offer. Kalenga. He won a disaster last week in France. I think they all have really Hook. He's as mentioned, he got a decent win over Afolabi, but I think Afolabi's finished or was before that fight. But yeah, there's a few that because a lot of them aren't earning mega money. There's a few that will take a loss and then continue to come back. So it makes for a good division.
I mean, we did see Afolabi spark Chakiev right before that, so.
See if you get the transnational rankings up there.
Yeah, have a look through that lot. What do we reckon?
I see Diablo still there. He's ranked 7th. I mean, I don't know how they actually rank this. I mean, Diablo's probably out of the top 10 in most rankings. As I said, he got back about the mix there last week.
Is that Firebird? No, that's Drozd, right?
Gregor Drozd, yeah, I think he's injured just now. If he comes back, I think he gets first dabs at Bellew. He gets the first pickings of the fight.
There's the WBC there up on Fight News. I know it's a bit out of date, but we can get a basic idea of who's who. There's a few names I've never heard of, as expected. Masternak, apparently, Frotch was talking about, wasn't he?
That was only beat him,
Yeah.
Good hell.
Well, Drozd he's not a huge puncher, is he? He's a good boxer.
He's a good boxer, though.
I like Drozd.
So you'd probably expect him to school Bellew but not stop him.
Well, there was other things. Obviously, I'm not going to mention Machunu, for instance. Obviously, he got vaporised, and that. I would probably say maybe Bellew could maybe get to him. Small guy. Gassie's a bit late. He's meant to get back in the mix here recently. He's meant to have had a fight.
What about Oval 3?
Yeah, Oval 3.
Box Nation, on it. Frank Warren.
I think. Well, is Oval under any contractual agreement with Warren? Is he? I don't know.
That I don't know.
It's shit.
Maybe he'll just go to whoever picks him up.
Or pays him.
Well, that's what I was going to say there. That Dmitry Kusher, he's fighting Big Enzo in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, he was meant to be fighting Oval, but yeah, it got suspended or postponed, and now he's fighting Enzo. Yeah.
Oh, that's him there.
Aye, that's the guy that Makubu beat by majority decision, I think it was.
He's all right, that Kucher.
Right, there we go. Any more for any more?
Steve, I like these developments in technology that you bring into the party nowadays.
I've been messing about over the
Who
weekend.
needs Alex Morris? Do you know what I mean? He can fuck off with next big pod. We'll have Steve Wellings, the award winner.
I'm so fucking glad Andy's gone. That's for sure.
He likes you, Donny.
Me too.
I'm not. Donny, have you had your say on Ricky Burns? Apparently you were buzzing on that fight on the weekend.
Well, I wasn't buzzing. I didn't even see it. I was just happy he won, but I didn't.
Casual.
I didn't see
Who'd be buzzing over such a crap matchup besides Brian King?
Brian King had himself a wank over that Burns fight. Boy, I'll tell you. I was watching Twitter, even though I didn't see the fight. Boy, he must have wanked himself raw over that thing. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, Donny, I'll tell you something that will excite you. I was hearing today on one of the YouTube videos that apparently Deontay Wilder's going to get himself a fight with either Tarver or Chris Arreola.
Big nipple, holy fuck. So there you go. He bails against a drugs cheat, and then he's going to fight a guy who failed a drugs test in his last fight. There's irony for you, eh? Jesus Christ.
You know, I'll tell you the truth. I mean, well, first of all, I may even want to see Bellew versus Wilder right now. I'm pretty pumped on Tony right now, but I mean, yeah, no, I mean, you know, what's he going to do? He's got to get a replacement opponent. It's obviously going to be shit, but you know, even if it's Arreola, I actually, you know, I mean, if you're going to have a replacement opponent, that's not bad because at least he can punch. At least it's interesting.
Just get David Hay in there.
I think Arreola punches harder at heavyweight than David Hay does.
No.
Who in the chat would you like to see? Just going back to Tony while we discuss anything that's coming to our minds. Who in the chat do you want to see Tony fight next? If you could have a pick.
Oh, you weren't asking us.
I want to see him fight Frank Warren next.
In the courtroom.
No, I think it'll be that Bradis, won't it? It'll be Bradis, I think.
Enzo, somebody's saying. Tell you what.
Enzo's fighting that Kucha.
Yeah, for European title.
Yeah, but a loss to Kucha or win won't stop. Kovalev, somebody's saying here. Charlie Sims, no idea.
Oh yeah, Kovalev.
Charlie Sims, is that no fucking... Is that no a guy... Oh, what's that? Is that no Tony Sims' brother? Charlie Sims.
Yeah, we've been blocked by him.
Have we? I've no. I didn't know who the cunt is. I just noticed his name yesterday.
Paul Smith, you think Paul could make Cruiserweight?
Oh, without a doubt.
Oval 3, see, Crom UK has got the right idea. Oval 3.
He's going to make Cruiserweight at his after party.
Bredis, yep. I want to see the Bredis fight next. I mean, I didn't want... You know, even these most ardent haters got to give Bellew credit, right? Everyone is. I've got to give him credit. I just hope he doesn't fucking rest on the laurels and just start picking up easy fights or whatever. If there is any easy fights at Cruiserweight.
Well, there isn't any.
He's entitled to one hard defense. I mean, I'm sorry, one soft defense. I mean, you know, this was a big night for him tonight. He could take one soft one before he takes another hard one. I'll give him that.
Get him in against Paul Smith.
That would entertain the Paul Smith haters.
Yeah.
An Oval 3 is starting to look attractive to me from a business point of view.
Oh, Steve, shut up, man.
Steve, man, don't get that any traction.
I'm talking on behalf of the promotional outfit here.
If I was Hearn, I would make that fight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Can he fight Oval McKenzie?
Yeah, but how are they going to sell it?
What?
How are they going to sell that? He's beat him twice.
Yeah, but...
Well, here's an idea. Why don't just do what promoters do and fucking promote the fight? But I'm not wanting to see a third fight with Oval, man. Fuck.
Well, I mean, you could argue that Oval beat Ramirez.
Yeah, that's why they would sell it again.
Yeah, but then obviously
Ramirez's great reign since.
Yeah, and fucking Bellew tried to get into the Ramirez fight after that one because he knew he was the weakest champion at that time.
Yep.
And then look what happened. He turned around and signed and fought Lebedev. There's no traction in that fight. Please, no Oval 3. Fuck that. Cleverly 3.
I don't want to see Oval 3 either. I'm just ground down by this game, Andy.
Yeah.
You know the way
it fits the matchroom pattern.
Jonathan T just mentioned Cleverly 3. Fucking hell.
Oh no, Cleverly. No, I'm sorry, but no, not Cleverly.
Yes.
Right? You see Cleverly after that second fight with Cleverly, I give Cleverly his due, and I said, fair enough. He had a bad hand. He had an injured hand. I'll let him off. And someone told me afterwards, weeks later, that Cleverly hadn't hurt his hand in that fight. So if that's the case, the fix is in or something, because that was one of the most disgraceful performances I've ever seen. And my wife's coming down here wondering why I'm shouting, but this has made me quite angry. No way. I'd rather see Mackenzie 3.
Get Mrs.
All I have
Wellings
to
on.
say is, all I have to say is that if Eddie Hearn can manage to sell Bellew Cleverly 3 on pay-per-view, it's official. He can sell anything.
Well,
Clev's fighting Ward, isn't he, anyway? Nothing for Something was saying that. I heard that as well, actually, earlier on the website. Isn't he fighting Ward?
Yeah.
Al CR saying on it. What about Steve Cunningham?
Yeah, well, you know what? I would take that. It could be
What with
worse.
Tyson Fury at ringside?
It could be worse.
UK people can't be that hard to sell to, though. I mean, a bunch of them paid for Hey Oddly. A bunch of them paid for Hay's shit last week.
Right, I want to go to bed. Does anybody have anything else to say?
Dave was on free TV, but
Well,
I
Steve,
mean, they paid to be there. Some of them.
okay.
Dave on Dave.
Yeah.
I think before we close up and stuff, if we're going to tell the listeners who will be listening back to this glorious pod, are we doing a show tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock or nearest offer. Hopefully the boys will be on. We'll chat a bit of Bellew, a bit of Burns. We've done a lot of that tonight. That'll just free the conversation up, you know, for the Twitter questions and whatever else. You know, there's that many Bellews and Twitters and Facebook questions coming in. I ain't going to get them all, Andy. I can see why you quit this frigging gig, man, because they're just coming in left, right and centre, so sorry if I miss any of them. I'll just put that disclaimer in now.
Steve, come on, you need to be committed to this. You're either doing it properly or you're not.
Just give me a shout, Steve, when you want to hand the reins back over, but hopefully for another couple of
Yeah,
weeks.
tomorrow night.
No.
Guys, I'm not going to be there tomorrow.
Casual.
If I can put in one Bellew of the Week nomination in advance, I think the biggest Bellew of the Week should be us. Because
yes.
Because we picked him to lose, you know, all the way through except for Steve, but even Steve picked him by decision. Bellew stuck it up everybody's ass tonight, and like I said, all credit to him. Bellew of the Week should be us. That's my nomination. I'm not going to make it, but please put it in.
Can I just say, as you know, Tony's going to be walking out there with that green and gold belt on, the biggest swagger. He's going to have a fucking coat hanger, fucking smile on his face. He's going to be home with a huge member throbbing to give it to his missus. You know, she is going to be walking like John Wayne tomorrow morning. I'll tell you what, he is going to be fucking. He's going to be blazing tonight. I'm guarantee you. Fair play, Tony, man. You know, everything goes with it. Champion and pussy. Congratulations, mate.
Prick.
Well done. There you are, Tony. Well done. We're going to put Tony's face on so everyone can see him.
And the new. Well done, Tony.
Oh, look at this. Beautiful. There we go. Power. The power is real.
I have the power.
Right, tune in tomorrow night, guys. Around 8 o'clock, as close to 8 as we can manage it. If you want to have your say, come and join us. Thanks to who we had on tonight. Adam's been on, Andy's been on, Dave's been on, Donny's been on. Thanks to Jason as well. And the Doc came on earlier, didn't he, as well, to give his 2 pence worth.
Go on, the Doc.
We'll speak to you tomorrow night, guys. All the best. Thank you.
Peace.
Ciao.